I am back in Canada once again for an all-new adventure. As you can see, I got the Canadian Tire behind me, so I can absolutely prove that I'm in the right place. I'm in Whitehorse, Yukon territory for the Yukon Solstice Shred with wandering wheels. We're gonna do 6 rides, I believe, over the next 6 days, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. But first, I'm on the hunt for some GoPro battery chargers. I do have an ability to charge the batteries through the GoPro, but I would like dedicated battery chargers. Forgot them in the van back home. So even though Whitehorse is pretty remote, it has a lot of different stores. I went to Walmart. They did not have GoPro stuff, which is kind of a rare Walmart L, I would say. 99 out of 100 Walmarts probably have GoPro stuff. So still on the hunt here. I was able to get some other important stuff: cookies, graph paper, and sunscreen. The sun actually hasn't come out yet since I've been here, but when it does, it is full on. Many hours of daylight. Technically, the sun sets at 11:30 p.m. and then rises again at 4:30 a.m., but I think it only kind of dips down. I don't think it really gets fully dark. One of my fun interests in life is license plates. I'm not super nerdy about them. I'm sure there's a whole rabbit hole and hobby involved, but I just love spotting new plates. And today I got to spot 2 new ones. The Yukon, of course, which maybe I had seen before, but I don't exactly remember. But Northwest Territories, that is a new one for me. Super neat license plate. We've got everybody gathered up now that's gonna be on the trip, and our first stop was at iCycle Sports, a very nice, well-equipped bike shop here in Whitehorse. I got a couple bigger water bottles because I think I'm gonna need the extra 250 milliliters per bottle on this trip. We just keep saying it's gonna be a lot of pedaling. It's gonna be a lot of pedaling. I'm ready for it. I can handle it. That sun is starting to come out that we've been promised. Got the accommodation here in the background that we're gonna be at for the next week or so, and we're building the bikes up. I'm built up and ready, and I still have a lot to do. Wheels on the ground in the Yukon. Ooh, yeah. Wet route, welcome aboard. Into the tree. Got my good buddy Matt Yackey leading the way. Once again, my world traveler friend. Whew. He has guided me on some amazing adventures. Peru, Revelstoke. Tibet was an amazing adventure, but
not mine.
Not his particular, but he was there.
And soon for you, Nepal.
Yes, Nepal is on the menu for 2025. Hit him up if you want to come. This is a beautiful forest. Loam regeneration is at an all-time high.
Look at all the lichen, like the
moss.
light green moss.
Whatever it is growing out of the ground.
Everywhere.
Aggressive. They got so much daylight.
Yeah.
Grows all day. Matt last ran this trip in 2019, and I wanted to go on that one, but I had a lot going on in 2019, and then the pandemic hit, and then he finally was able to get a group out here this year. So very excited to see all this new to me. Woo-hoo-hoo. Breathing hard. Slippy roots. Whew. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it's like 10:30 at night right now. Yeah. Just kidding. I wouldn't lie to you. No way. Oh, almost. That's insane. Tiny little thing at the beginning.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, James.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Sorry. I did not shift.
Matt got here a couple days ago to do some pre-ride scouting. He said he's seen 10 bears, a porcupine, a moose, and the long sought after beaver. In all my travels, the beaver is still the one I haven't seen in the real world. Man, I went to Alaska one time, so I must have seen 300 beaver dams and not one beaver, so they're out there. They're out here. I'm gonna bunny hop a beaver on this trip. Yeah, smooth. Had enough blackout shade last night to sleep really good, but it was overcast too, so we'll see how how it goes tonight. Birch or aspen? I think it's birch.
Poplar.
Poplar. Oh no, there's another one now I'm confused by. They all look the same.
They do.
Right behind you. If you look at Whitehorse on Trail Forks, there's tons of trails. It's amazing city-based adventure. Awesome to go on a trip and stay in the same place the whole time. It's a rare treat. What an awesome setting, huh? Man, this alpine forest. And we're not even at that high of elevation. We're just so far north that it all takes over. Whew. Oh yeah. I think maybe 2,000 elevation, 3,000 feet, 1,000 meters, something like that. This was an awesome and intense trip. We were putting in the miles every single day, so I had to make sure I was putting in the Element, the fine sponsor of today's video. 3 packs a day kept the cramps away. It is so nice not to worry about my hydration because I found the perfect electrolyte drink for me. Element tastes fantastic. Doesn't have a pound of sugar, keeps me fired up, but doesn't make me all twitchy, and it doesn't mess with my stomach. The Element thesis is out with sugar and in with salt. They believe that most people, especially active people that get out and sweat a lot, need more salt in their diet, not less, to perform their best. And now, Element is in the sparkling water business. I never got into the sparkling water thing, but now that it's 105 degrees in the backyard, 95 degrees in the shed, I cannot keep these in stock. I am going through them like crazy. The Element mission is to restore health through hydration. If you're getting out on a crazy workout, a crazy bike ride, or you just work out in the sun during the summer, get your hydration dialed in with Element. If you give it a try, I really think you're gonna like it, but anything's possible, and Element has a fantastic no questions asked return policy. You are taking no risk on your first taste of Element. Head on over to drinkelement.com/BKXC. Put in your first order. I always suggest you start with citrus salt as your first flavor, and then when you get the order, you're gonna get an 8-pack sample pack with all the different flavors. You'll be able to figure out what you really like from there. And while you're at it, you probably want to throw in a couple boxes of the black cherry lime sparkling water. Holy moly, it's so good. drinkelement.com/BKXC. Get your hydration sorted out with Element. I had a good neighborhood animal sighting, a red fox walking through. Looked like a weird dog at first. Whose dog with the bushy tail and way too long looking? Putting a little XC back into BKXC. I was working on my Chewbacca in the car and I felt like I was nailing it. Now I can't get it.
That didn't sound like Chewbacca.
There's something there. A wolverine would be an all-time sighting. I have heard tell of stories when I was in Alaska. There's a really nice mountain with trails, and somebody said, the day before, I saw a wolverine out here with a goat's head in its mouth. That'd be pretty cool to see. Sort them out. it's awesome to actually do these crazy climbs and then be able to recover. I feel like my fitness is doing really good right now. CrossFit during the winter. That's what it's all about. Grateful for a quiet bike. We'll see how long it lasts. I noticed both of our bikes are not squeaking up those big climbs. Matt said this is fat biker paradise during the winter. The folks in Whitehorse go crazy for the fat bikes. And apparently it doesn't snow a ton out here during the winter, so it's more manageable. It's always hard for me to wrap my head around that. These Arctic Circle adjacent areas that don't get a lot of snow. But it's just like anywhere, where however the rain pattern falls or whatever. Not everybody, whoa, first wild animal. The dog fake out has got me quite a few times for wolf, bear, fox, dog. The other big piece, besides just fantastic riding on a Wandering Wheels trip, is always going to be the fantastic food. Got started a little early last night with the Big Bear Tap Room and Eatery. I had one of the best burgers I've had in a long time. Always seem to have some great burgers with Matt, so he picks them right. Just like true addicts, we're all discussing the next mountain bike trip instead of enjoying this one. Matt was talking about Nepal 2025. We're here in the Yukon, reminiscing about Peru because my buddy James up ahead here was on that trip as well, and shortly after had a stroke, almost died, went blind, and now here he is. What the hell? He's back on a bike, doing pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, James is one of these guys who's been on more trips than me. I get advice from him. It's a rare thing in this world. And he's been to some real good ones too. I ain't seen a damn bear yet. I will only hang good trails on your conscience. I will not hang any wildlife sightings.
Yeah. I can't control that.
Yeah. Ooh. Trust the route. Whoa. Whoa, yeah. Ooh. Great little humps. Whew. 8 miles in, 2 hours of the uppy downy. Now we get the downy uppy. Or is it the other way around? Oh, he's got the traction control. Yeah. It did rain today, but oh, so far so good. Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Catch that bird?
I almost had it. Dang it. My bike's too big. Excuses. I wanted to make that so bad. I was forcing it. Woo! Lomer. Just makes me think people are crazy for doing BC bike race when you could just go out here and go ride and have fun.
I agree, man.
And not get stuck behind 50 friggin' people that can't descend. Woo. Definitely a little bit of a clunk on my bike. I think it's the water bottle. I've looked for it several times. Woo-hoo! Can't find it. Oh, skeeter in the eye. Man, you dropped off the face of the earth.
Whoa! Yeah, that was sick.
Oh man. Hey, a berm. These little spindly trees are waiting for you at every turn. Nice. It's been so cloudy, we haven't had any good mountain views yet. So I got to give a big shout out to my buddy Pat, who's ridden with me all over the world, and he was going to be on this trip and he messed up his thumb, can't ride. So about 2 days ago, he called up Ryan up here and said, hey, you want to go to the Yukon? And Ryan stepped in last minute, got on a flight and is here, which is just incredible. Shout out to Ryan's wife and kids. They wanted him to have fun. And Ryan's been with me, man, since the very first trip, Moab. Whew. Gone to some pretty cool places, Peru as well. He's gone twice to Peru. He had the no protest trip.
Yeah.
Did a Chasing Epic Crested Butte with Ryan as well. That was a friggin' awesome trip. So many great trails. I need to ride again on that trip. Little drop. That was big for me. Downhill. Here's our guide Dave leading the way. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. It may or may not be his first time on these ones. Wow. I love it. Yeah. Carvature. Shout out to the Contagious Mountain Bike Club. I was looking them up. They are the trail organization out here, and I'm gonna donate $100 for every ride that we do out here. I think we're gonna go to Carcross for one day, so different donation that day, but hopefully we'll get some good donations going from the Trail One Components treasury. Every time we sell a top cap, a stem, handlebar, grips, we set aside $1 to donate back to the trails. And it has been a fantastic year for donations and our own little slice of philanthropy. Thousands and thousands of dollars donated back thanks to you guys buying these awesome components. And we'll have the donations on Trail Forks, and you can see the link in the description for full transparency. The beach. Pure sand right here. Whoa, okay. Oh yeah, great loop. The appetizer. We had a great post-ride spread. Matt always takes great pride in having a ride right into snacks and drinks. You got beer, you got soda, you got anything you want. A great way to finish the day. So I think I have my GoPro charging problem fixed. I have one of these like fast charge adapters that's USB-C to USB-C, and I think this actually physically charges much faster. It's still only one thing at a time, but that's okay. All right, we just had a nice feast for dinner, some turkey, scalloped potatoes, asparagus, awesome gravy, and some key lime pie for dessert. And right now it's 9:30. I'm in the shade right now. The sun, it's beating down harder than it was earlier. Crazy. That is it for the first day. We got the concert going on across the river right now. I thought somebody else was playing music. That's pretty fun. I'm digging it. Just the appetizer, just the start. We got many more days to come. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.